Masculinity is defined by Lexico.com as the qualities or attributes regarded as a characteristic of men. Looking at the bottom, you will notice words used to describe someone who is masculine. I don't know about any of you, but I know many people who fit one or more of these adjectives, but would not consider themselves masculine or a man, as the definition states. Since our first definition used the word men, we decided to define men as well. Dictionary.com explains, man, male, gentleman are nouns referring to adult human beings who are biologically male, that is, physiologically equipped to initiate conception but not to bear children. Here are even more adjectives for masculine or for a man, since they're kind of intertwined by the first two definitions. Anyone else a little confused, offended, mad, surprised?
So here's a question. If you were to describe me to a friend without mentioning my name, what do you think you'd say? Would you say I was a black woman with short blonde hair and really good taste in suits? Good, because I really love this suit. Would you mention that I was tall, of a lighter complexion, and maybe even a bit masculine? Yes, you might. But it's not because you know who I am or what masculinity is. It's because most of us have been conditioned to think that anything society is deemed for men, including this suit, is inherently masculine. And that is the only explanation we're willing to accept. So how is it possible that I stand here as a woman claiming to be masculine? Well, I'm a queer black masculine woman, or what I like to call a masculiniminal identity. This language is made up of reclaimed definitions of masculinity and liminality. Here's what I mean. Masculiniminality is language I've created to talk about the queer existence of two or more gender energies like masculinity and femininity, with strong emphasis on the masculine edges of the prism. I use this language to tailor conversations specific to the rebellious intersections of masculinity and womanhood.
Using the adjectives used to describe masculine earlier, and disregarding the use of the word man, we could consider Audre Lorde masculine. She is strong and driven. She had been through many trials through her life, as seen in her book, Zammy, A New Spelling of My Name. Social media is full of a variety of ideas on masculinity or what it takes to be a man.
As I'm going to class, I turn the corner and I bump into the grade 6 bully. He's a little bit bigger than me. He looks at me and he says, "Was that you that just sang the national anthem?" "Yes," I say, clearly proud of myself. And then bam, he punches me right in the gut. And I drop to my knees because I can't breathe, and I look up at him, and all I can manage to squeak out is, "Why?" Because I'm so confused as to what the heck just happened. And I'll never forget, he just looks at me, and he says, "Don't be such a bitch. Singing's for girls." And there it was, my first real experience with one of the biggest challenges that young boys and young men face today, being taught that emotional and creative expression is not what a real man does. You see,
In an article titled Masculinity, Assigned, Reassigned, Socially Constructed, The Social Reception of Trans Masculinity in Poland by Anna M. Polankowska, states, masculinity as well as femininity are absolutely overstated in everyday social contacts. For me, they are one big limitation, an attempt of closure. After all the conflicting definitions and statements from multiple people, you may be left wondering, what really is masculine? Is it a man who feels no emotions and is strong for the world to see? Is it a woman who is strong and driven? Is it strong at all? Is it neither? Is it both? Is it something else entirely? Nalo Zaiden explains masculinity in new and progressive ways.
Masculinity exists in all women, even those who present femininely. It commonly shows up in the energy of women athletes, construction workers, activists, even mothers. And that's just to name a few. So why is this so hard for us to see? It's because although masculinity doesn't discriminate on the body it manifests in, we, like most cultures, have.